and welcome to this week's edition of Dat Talk Show Tho.
I'm Superman and I write for the Daily Planet.
And I'm Thor, the official recorder of Asgardian history.
Today we'll be reviewing
The Help! Set in Mississippi during the 1960s, Skeeter is a Southern society girl who returned from college determined to become a writer, but turns her friends' lives
and the whole Mississippi town
upside down when she decides to interview the black women who spent their lives raising the white families in Jackson.
Aileen, Skeeter's best friend's housekeeper, is the first to open up, to the dismay of her friends in the tight-knit black community. Despite Skeeter's lifelong friendships hanging in the balance, she and Aileen continue their collaboration, and soon more women come forward to tell their stories.
And as it turns out, they have a lot to say.
Along the way, unlikely friendships are forged and new sisterhoods emerge, but not before everyone in town has a thing or two to say themselves when they become caught up in the changing times.
While consisting of a repertoire of dynamic characters, The Help also admits elegiac historical realism and a shocking dose of human imperfection.
The Help consists of many dynamic characters that change over time into better people. Like myself.
For example, Minnie starts off as a hot-headed woman with a temper, but as the plot continues, she opens up and you see what a kind person she
No, Miss Walters. That's Miss Hilly's special pie. Mama can have a piece. Set her wine. I got a plate. Eat much. What you say?
Minnie is a great example of dynamic characterization and how discrimination can really affect your attitudes.
Her views on life changes and she becomes a nice and caring person. You know who she reminds me of?
Who?
Lois Lane.
Oh my gosh. Another key factor of the movie is the historical realism included in the film.
For example,
what's going on out there, mister?
Colored people off. The rest of you, let me know where you're going. I'll get you close as I can.
What happened?
I don't know. Some nigger got shot.
15 minutes past midnight, Everett got out of his car beside his home in a Negro residential area. In a vacant lot about 40 yards away, a sniper fired a single shot from a high-powered rifle at Everett's silhouette.
I'm all right. You all sit down. You all right?
The bullet hit him in the back, crashed through his body, through a window into the house. He died within an hour at a Jackson hospital. City detectives believe the fatal shot was fired from the
KK shot him.
Are you crying?
no, Superman doesn't cry.
Anyway, Aileen was told to get off the bus because a black man had been killed by the KKK. The man shot was Medgar Evers, a civil rights leader who was killed on his front lawn in Jackson.
Didn't I do this research? Why are you saying this? This is my lines.
Doesn't matter?
Yeah. Anyways, this shows historical realism because it depicts the inhuman acts towards African Americans in this time period. Unfortunately, our country has an extensive past of racial injustice.
Yeah. And that leads us to our third aspect of the movie, which really moved us. The display of human faults. Of course, I'm God, so I don't have faults.
Nobody's perfect.
Except for my biceps, man. Look at these things.
But back then, and now, people suffer from racial injustice. They are shunned because they were born with darker skin.
Not even Superman could rescue these people.
Huey, I wish you'd just go use the bathroom. I'm fine.
Oh, she's just upset because the nigger uses the guest bath and so do we.
Aileen, go check on me, Mobley.
Yes, ma'am.
Just go use mine and Raleigh's. If Aileen uses the guest bath, I'm sure she uses yours too. She does not. Wouldn't you rather them take their business outside?
That's so sad. How could they allow them to say such terrible things?
Unfortunately, this kind of talk was socially acceptable, and some people still talk like this.
That hurts my heart. But how can we prevent this from happening in the future?
Well, like Skeeter, we can lead by example and treat all people with respect.
It's people like Skeeter who take action that makes a difference in this world. Just like I do.
And me, every day. Remember, the Avengers
We're not
are
talking
better.
about you.
Overall, I really enjoyed the movie. It's a deeply touching human story filled with humor and heartbreak.
Like its characters, it's not perfect. Like Thor. But overall, it's a movie of inspiring sympathy that gets into the skin of its characters, into their hearts, and ultimately, into ours.
You have no heart. That was rude.
Not only does it consist of dynamic characterization, the help also provides a large amount of historical realism and displays human flaws.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
I know. That's why I said it.
Anyway, this was a really great movie, and I'd really highly suggest it.
Thanks for watching That Talk Show, though, and join us next week when we interview all the Superman movies, and I will be there.